My students are constantly hearing that keeping them on the path and setting up your dog's line is how you want to get your dogs through the course. So we're constantly thinking about getting them on the proper line of heading the correct direction before they're committed to, or when they're committed to that obstacle. We want to tell them where they're going next. The same is true for the start line, although most people tend to set their dogs up straight on to see that second obstacle. And in reality, sometimes we want to create a line that might not be directly headed to that second obstacle, as we'll see in these examples here. Alright, so there's going to be 4 jumps in this exercise, and it's going to be the beginning of the course. This wingless jump is number 1, this wing jump is 2, this wing jump is 3, and we're going to be able to go to the left, or we're going to be able to go to the right, to this yellow jump. So we're going to do it 6 different ways. Alright, so this first one, I am lining him up at the start line how many people would. So the dog could see straight over the first 2 jumps, so he could see that second jump and know where he's going from the first. Let's see what kind of line that gets us here. Alright, so let's rewind it. Pretty cool, right? Alright, so as the dog goes, as Joker's turning, he's looking at me, I'm signaling with my shoulders, but he still lands very straight going that way. So he knows he's supposed to go that way, but he's already committed on kind of straight. So his head's trying to turn. He's landing a little harder on that front, and look at how wide he goes. Alright, so playing with my little arrows here, this is his path. Okay, which leads to a nice turn here, because he's already arcing around there, but got us a bad turn from 1 to 2 to 3. Okay, so again, I'm going to set him up the same position so that he sees that second jump over the first, but now I'm going to be going to the right over this jump. So I'm going to try to still signal it before he takes this jump like I would, but physically he's already committed to kind of going straight over that second jump. So let's see how our turn looks when we do that. I'm going to get out my brake hand. Okay, so not as wide. We'll rewind it again. But I was also really cueing. Here's my brake hand with the toy in it. Okay, I'm already trying to turn my feet heading the correct direction. He knows there's a cross in front. Okay, so he's turning a little better, but his line is still very straight from this jump to this jump. There's no arc in it going towards where I'm headed at all. He's still landing here, and he's just a little more prepared than the last one, but that, I think because my front cross was helping. And then again, that turn was decent for him. Pretty cool. Okay, it's kind of hard to see in this video, but he is lined up over that jump straight on. It kind of looks like he's a little bit more to the left, but he actually is straight on to that first jump. This should give us a better turn over this jump, already kind of knowing where he's going, because he's not fighting like we did that very last one where he's already seen that second jump. So let's see how this one goes. Push play here. Alright, that one looked better for sure. Let's rewind it a little bit so he's nice and straight here. Might be a little longer, but look how he's already bending over this jump. He is headed over that jump, going the correct direction over the jump, headed towards the next obstacle, unlike in either of the other 2 jumps. And then that one's been about the same. You guys want to see it one more time? So this is already a better line up, not straight on to the second jump, as opposed to how we saw the first couple. This is why your lines at the start line are just as important as your lines on the course. Good boy. Alright, so now we're lined up exactly like we just did the last one, straight onto that first jump. And we're going to go to the right of the third jump this time. So we're putting in the front cross. Again, what we're mainly noticing is how he's taking this jump. We want our dogs to already know where they're going before they even take off for the jump. So we're trying to set their line correctly before they take it. Let me push clear and let's see how this one goes. So I get in there to push that path a little bit. He has a nice turn there. Alright, so again in slow-mo. Whoops, slow it down, sorry. Alright, so then in slow-mo. So I'm encouraging him to take that a little rounded. Okay, I have my little collecting up. Oh crap, this is the other one. I rewound too far. Okay, that was beautiful. Alright, let's go to the next one. Zoom around. Alright, so this is the one we were talking about. Sorry, got rewound a little too quickly. Alright, so this is the one we were looking at, the nice straight one. That was just to the left. We're going to the right now. Okay, so again, I'm pushing on that same path. I put up my brake hand just as he's landing and committing. He's already turning over that second jump, knowing he is definitely not going to that yellow jump or anywhere close to it. Look how his head's turning. He is going the correct direction. And my feet are already turning for this one as well, as he wraps around that jump nicely. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, now I'm going to do a little more of a slingshot for those of you who don't have a lead out, and even in this situation it doesn't gain you any advantage. So I'm going to just hang out with him here, and now we're going over this first jump at an angle here. So we should see a little longer there, but an even better turn around that second jump. So he's not lined up at all of the first jump. He is way to the left of it on this side here. So he's pretty much already on that arc that we want him to be on. So let's see what he does here. Good job. Alright, that was a good job. Okay, so I'm lining him up here. I'm talking to my camera person. La la la. Okay, sorry. My rewind is a little quick. Alright, so as we can see, it is definitely the longest it's been as far as that. He hasn't gone out this far to any of them yet, but look at how much better, actually, it is setting himself up for that second jump. He is already headed that way. Whoa, that was a high jump, buddy. Alright, and he is landing a lot nicer. That's the nicest landing he's had yet. It's kind of crazy in slow motion, huh? But look at how awesome he's already headed over here. Now look at where my cue is. Look at where my feet are already starting to go. Okay, ideally I'm going to be showing him that brake hand and slow up, arc around the jump to the left so that he continues to have a nice turn. Okay, my left hand is braking him as my feet are telling him where to go next. And now he's off around that one really nice. Let's watch that one again one more time. So I think this is the nicest setup. So those that don't have a lead out don't really have a disadvantage on this setup at all. This is where those of us who have a sit-stay can still learn from it. And while you'll find me often doing this with Joker, I won't lead out at all, I'll just hold him. He's prepared very nicely. Good job, bud. Alright, so this is our last one of this setup. Again, I'm going to be doing the slingshot, and then I'll be headed, we'll do green this time. So he should be on an arc going here, a nice turn already knowing where he's going here. Should have my brake hand and cross in front. Should cue him to go that direction. And let's see how prepared he is for all of those tricky cues here. So we'll watch it in normal speed first. Good boy. Alright, so again, he's taking that jump. I'm supporting that arc. He's on the same arc. Look at how nicely he's angled over that second jump, already going the direction. Remember that first one? He went way out here. Okay, he took that probably less yardage over here, but now a nicer path. to go here, which means he's going to be landing better on those feet because his body's already prepared the direction he's going instead of turning more on the ground, which is never good. And I'm already cueing here for this turn. Look at where my feet are going as I'm telling him to take that jump. And again, he's turning over that jump and coming around the bend.